It's hosted by Bashir Hogue. I'm the creative director on the show. I was brought on maybe in August. It's a award-winning show. Uh, yeah, the show, the culture is basically it's a Christian show. It's built on the vision is built on focus on kids coming back to Christ. Basically, we put them out that you know. So many the world turned the kids away and the church been turning the youth off, and we bring on guests that will motivate the youth to come back and motivate the youth to talk about Christ and motivate the youth to talk about their issues and motivate the youth to exercise their gifts. So we bring on different people that varies their gifts and highlight their gifts. And the focus is to highlight their gifts so they can win souls to Christ and win souls back to the church.
So this is actually sort of like a talk show format.
Yeah, it's a talk show format.
Okay.
It's a talk show format. Yeah, it's a talk show for one-on-one with Bashir. It's an awesome show. It's awesome.
How long has
awesome.
it been in production?
Since May of last year, May of this year. Well, we going to circus. May of this year, 2018. So,
A lot of youth have been, in this generation, walking away from the church. And one of the things I do is I cover religion for a local paper.
Okay.
And so I get to see a lot of churches in and around Philadelphia. And almost all of them say there's a challenge getting youth, and then for the youth that are there, keeping them in the church. How are you able to get people to come on your show and to discuss their issues with the church?
Believe it or not, it's easy. We have people that want to come on, people that's DMing Bashir, people that's DMing me, people that's DMing Devin, Sheree. They're part of the team also, like wanting to be on the show. Because the show have rave reviews. It's a subscription show. It's a subscription on the subscription network. Christian Vision Entertainment. But people want to come on and people want to share their talents and share their stories about what's going on and when people in the church like I was here but I'm here. I was there but I'm here now. And people want to share their stories, so it's real easy when you call up a person like I just know you say I got 10 friends already. I promote the show, you get friends people requesting to be your friend or whatever, and you see what they do. I'm like, they be good. Talk it over with the team, like that'd be a good part of the show to bring their talents and bring their gifts on the show and expose what Christ is doing in their life. And the minute you say that, somebody jump into your inbox like, hey, I probably make a good guest for the show. And like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So it's easy. We just had one guest that stood out on our last show was Ambition the poet. And he got this poem about Christianity. It was dope. It was like he had the audience just in awe. Like it was dope, and I'm looking like I've been connecting with that guy for a long time, but just to see him on the show and just to see how the audience went and like the reaction of the people, and just to see how Bashir interacted with him when he was interviewing him, and that was a thing awesome. Like, okay, this is what we're doing this for, and the show didn't air yet, but being on a live taping, and I know once they edit it and they air, like it's gonna have a big impact because it impact the audience. And you look at the audience, and you look at the people, and you look at the other guests. You're like, okay, this is why we're here. This is why we do the culture. This is why we do the show.
So explain to us why you do the show. What is it you want people who tune into your show, who watch your show? What is your mission for the show initially, and what is it you would like them to walk away with after seeing it?
I want them to walk away. Well, the mission for the show is to bring a light to Christianity. Bring light to Christianity. It can be fun for kids, for the youth that's lost. You can be an entrepreneur if you're Christian, in the church. You can be a singer, you can be different. You know, you don't have to stay in that box, because sometimes they want in the church they want to put us in a box. You know, and you just this, you're just that. No, you can be multiple things. And with the show, the mission for the show is to show people and shine a light on entrepreneurs, and shine a light on hairstylists, and shine a light on people that cook, culinary majors, and shine a light on people that's going to school. Like the church is expanding now, you know, and it's not just a singer that can be a celebrity. You know, it's not just an actor that be a celebrity. So the church is expanding, and the biggest focus on is to lift him up. You know, to lift Christ up in everything we do, and every show we do, just to lift Christ up.
Where did this begin for you? What made you, first of all, conceive of this as a platform to reach people with the message of Christ?
Well, this I came aboard. Bashir Hogue, he's the CEO, he's the president, he's the brainstorm. That's his baby, you know. That's his baby. That's his vision, the culture. He brought me aboard. And that's one thing about me, like even as a minister, even when I was an assistant pastor, I don't mind pushing somebody else's vision and seeing it go forward. So I came aboard, and I was on the show in May. I was a standby in May. I think I was standby in May, and I happened to be getting on the show because somebody had. I said told my wife I'm gonna go on there anyway, and then I came on for a segment in July. Then he was like, "I want you a part." Like, what you mean by that? I want you a part. I want you to join the team. You know, I want you to be creative director. I see what you're doing. You throw good ideas. Go good ideas. You throw good ideas to me, you know, send them text, well, DM or whatever. And whether the Christian platform, I'm saying, okay, this is another chance to show Christ. You know, whether it's me writing a skit or writing a segment, this is another chance for me to show Christ. This is another platform for Christ to be elevated on TV instead of me on the pulpit. You know, instead of me on the pulpit preaching, or even me in my book, writing my books, or even a play I write. Like, this is another platform to glorify His name.
When does it air again?
It's on Christian Vision Entertainment. We have episodes on right now. We have episodes that you can look up right now. So if you subscribe to ChristianVisionEntertainment.com, it's $12.95 a year. You know, and you can look up the episodes of The Culture. You can look up all the episodes, except for the episode that we just taped on in November 26th, I want to say. And we're doing a tape in December the 13th, this next Thursday.
Where you filming?
In Pennsgrove, New Jersey.
Now I'm 19 now, and I don't know if that's too old to be a guest on your show, but you know I'm open to it if you wanted to extend the invitation.
No, that's not. That's definitely not. That's definitely not too old. And I mean, that's definitely not too old. And we feel that you can bring something to the table that's geared to the young people and geared to winning the young people and relatable, then you know we be a viable guest on the show.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna have my people call your people.
Okay, I don't have no people. I don't have no people.
You're the person I'm referring to as people.
I was gonna say we got people. Boy, I can't wait to get some.
Yeah, I definitely don't have any people.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you had 20, because I know you always in stuff, but I knew you had people. I didn't know.
Thank you very much. You see it right here, America. This is when welcome to my nightmare. This is what I go to off the air. Christian Vision Entertainment. Tell me about that. What's that like?
Christian Vision Entertainment, Pastor E and Marvin Crouch. That's his name. Good guys. Pastor E, real good guy. Marvin, real good guy. They make you feel at home at the network. You know, they work with us well. You know, we have free range. Yeah, we have free range. I mean, people that love God,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
And so I guess it's like a network of different, a
diff-
variety of
different,
shows,
yeah, variety,
Christian themed shows.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
variety of Christian themed shows. I'm not real familiar with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All
so
the
I-
shows. I'm
Right.
familiar with the culture.
Okay, because I just wanted to know that. And
No,
because
that's
it
not
gets
the that's not the only show on
right.
when you subscribe to Christian Vision and ChristianVisionEntertainment.com. When you subscribe it, you get variety of shows.
Mhm.
You know,
And it's only
It's
$12.95
only $12.95
Right.
a year.
a year.
One
A year.
I remember when I was having people signed up, they was like, "Is that month?" No, I was like, "It's
No,
one
it's
whole
a year.
Just
One
one
whole
year."
year.
yeah.
And
Uh-oh.
75% of the proceeds goes to support Nathaniel Lee and Philly House Radio. So if you, well, oh, I'm sorry. No, that's scratch that. That's not.
I gotta eat. I need some shoes. How you get the
I was gonna break you off.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well maybe I
What, I
wasn't,
get a
but I
dollar?
would have at least thought.
Oh,
But now
yeah.
you messed it up.
Well, here's the thing, you know, because we got our phone lines open up for the young man. Y'all want to call in, chime in, ask him some questions. Call in 484-477-6348. Ask him, find out more about
What's
this
the number
CVE.
again?
I just said it.
Yeah, but you said it so fast.
Yeah. Okay. 484 477 6348.
This
Wait.
is what happens.
484-477-6348. Call in, chime in, ask my man, you know, all these neat, wonderful questions. Find out more about what it is he does, and yeah.
Because I really want to hear now, as you mentioned, you're a minister.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit about your ministry, and we'd like to hear a little bit about that too.
Now.
I'm sorry.
No,
By
I'm
the
just
time
playing.
it's there.
I'm just playing. Well, I'm a minister at Higher Ground Church International in Roxborough. One in Roxborough. We have one in Roxborough and one in Pottstown, under the leadership and Pastor Stephen Martin and Pastor Wanda Martin. I've been there for 6 years. Been there for 6 years. Been ministering there for 5 years. Yeah, I've been ministering there for 5 years. So, yeah, I'm a minister. I preach. I teach. You know, over sound, I do whatever pastor need me to do in the ministry. I used to pastor. You know, when I was over New Jersey, had a church out there. I was assistant pastor also. So I mean, I've been in the ministry for how old am I now? 38. Been in ministry for since I was 20, 18 years. 18 years.
I remember I was 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in ministry 18 years. I mean, I wasn't henceforth my name Hussein used to be in Islam, so raised as Muslim.
Right.
Took my shahada when I was 12. When people say that, you know, well, tell us about it. I say I was Christian longer than I was in Islam. So,
So when you converted to Christianity, or should I say in this case reconverted, what was it that motivated that decision?
I just want I don't know. I just wanted something different. Islam wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me, and I was exposed to Christianity from my ex-wife, and church. Actually, I knew about Christianity because my aunt, even when we was raised in Muslim, my aunt used to make us go to church. In the afternoon, the church used to give out hot dogs and stuff, and my aunt used to stay on my aunt's house. She used to send us to church and get the hot dogs and cookies. Get the hot dogs and cookies. Yeah, wonderful church on Broad and Fairmont. I forgot the name of it. But, yeah. And,
Let me ask you this, because you said that Islam didn't do it for you. So what was it about Islam that didn't shake you to where as though Christianity gave you that?
For me, it was just like the structure of Islam. that probably was the email that I was under. You know, what you had to wear, and I mean, certain churches is like that now, but you know, certain other churches are free. But it was more like bondage to me. You know, not to offend anybody, but to me it was more like bondage to me.
Well, you're definitely not the first person I've heard it.
You know, so I had to wear certain things, put certain things on your head, and when you don't do that, when a brother look at you like you crazy, and you know you feel and not help, you can feel out of place. Then you know you turned off about it. You turn off by that, especially when it's family or you turned off by that. And people have stories about the church and that, but I'm talking about the story of Islam and how I felt about it. You know, yeah. So you know, and I felt like that was bonded, and I you know opened my eyes to Christianity, other than my aunt sending us to hot dogs, and you know open up that world to that, and you know, and I was seeing a freedom. You know,
now, do you still? You've been in the Christian faith for a number of years now. Do you still feel that freedom? Do you ever regret your choice?
no, I never regret my choice. Even when my dad said, you know, you feel bad for my soul, you know, sorry for my soul when he found out I converted. I never regretted my choice. Even when I was at my darkest times, like 6 years ago, when I was at my darkest point in my life, you know, tried to commit suicide, you know, losing my, you know, my marriage in crumbles, you know, losing my marriage, losing my kids. I never felt that, like, you know, cry back out to Islam, and even that time, it surprised me what a pastor said to me that I was under. Like, I hope you're not. I hope because you're going through, you're not gonna go back to Islam. And you know, and I could have jumped off and got offended by that, you know, but I was strong enough in Christ, you know, to say whatever. First of all, you're not going back anyway. So that's once you denounce the name, you're not going back anyway. So that's a no-no. And although I was mad at God at the time, Jesus Christ, whatever my God at the time, I wasn't going back. Because I know how far, I know he blessed me thus far, and I knew he could get me out of darkness. So I never regretted, even with my family, my entire family mainly is in Islam. So like even with them, I never regretted going back, you know.
Because it is supposed to be considered like a sin for you to convert from Islam
Right.
to another religion.
Right.
So they feel as though you automatically going to what is it, Shaitan.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Your family now, they're Islamic, and now you're in the Christian faith, and you, as you mentioned, your father expressed concern for your soul once he became aware of your decision. How's your family relationship now?
Oh, we're good. We're good. I mean, you know, I guess with any decision that you raise someone, you know, like you raise your kids up and you think they're supposed to do what you want them to do or not have their own mind. I mean, I guess with anything you'd be hurt with them. I mean, I was hurt when my son decided not to go